room. Hey, we are inside of the Pinterest room and we are live streaming on multiple platforms. I want to say hello. It's your girl Paula Marie, aka the EbonyBizDiva. We are on that good YouTube, but we're also inside of the Pinterest room, which is one of the largest Pinterest clubs on Clubhouse with over 6,700 members who have dedicated their businesses to learning how to grow their visibility and attract more clients in different ways. So as people are coming into the Pinterest room, I wanted to really set this thing up, introduce myself, and I'm also pinning the link inside of the description where you can find out all the ones, the twos, and the threes about what's going on inside of the Pinterest room, but also with EbonyBizDiva as well. I'm your girl, Paula Marie, aka the EbonyBizDiva, and I cannot wait to get this party started. So people are coming in, and let me change the filter on here for a second. So this is a 30-minute room on Mondays. We're going to be coming in and talking about things that are interesting to your business, that are relevant and relative to growing your business, but also some reminders. Maybe not things that you need to know, but definitely things that we need to be aware of as we are working in growing our business. And because it is the summer is a perfect way for us to start to reinvent and infuse new strategies or pull back older strategies into our existing day-to-day business strategies. So I want to make sure that I am being 100% transparent and helping you to get those aha moments. If you look above my head, if you're inside of the listening lounge, that is the link to my website. You will also find that there are a couple of different things that are popping off this summer. The first thing is that we have the System Summer School popping off next week. It is a 4-week summer school workshop session where we are talking about all the things that are relevant and pertinent to growing revenue in your business. I know that some of you may have started really small with some simple systems to get started in your business. And I'm celebrating each and every one of you in doing that. But you may have realized that you may need to change your email automation. You may need to change your CRM. You may not be using the best payment portal. You may not be able to upsell and cross-sell and bump to add on to the orders that you currently are offering. These are ways that we're able to grow revenue, to multiply the revenue from a client who has already said, I am going to invest in you, or I want to learn and like more about you. And what I find when I'm teaching the Black Friday intensive in the fall of every year is that we spend way too much time on the systems. So this is a 4-week workshop that we are doing. Every week, we are focusing on one thing. How do we improve lead generations in our business? Are you attracting leads? How are people learning how to connect with you? Is your email list growing daily? If it is not, this summer school is for you. Are you able to cross-sell? That means when they purchase one thing, does something else show up in front of them for them to add on or to purchase instead that is going to increase the revenue that they have committed to initially? If you do not have those systems in place, we're going to discuss some very economical ways that you can do that. How is your email automation? Are you selling through email? Are you segmenting through email? Are you emailing people specifically for the things they want to know about you, or are you just sending mass emails to everybody? Okay. You may not have a system that's robust enough to be able to intelligently send out emails to the things that people say they want to know about. So we're going to talk about some economical ways to do that as well. And SEO, because y'all know that we are inside the Pinterest room. There is no way that your girl could possibly teach anything in the world without making sure that you are leveraging SEO. This is important, people, because during Black Friday, and I know it's June, and you may be thinking, Paula, why are we talking about Black Friday? We're talking about Black Friday because you got to get ready for it early. So the Systems Summer School is opening. It is open. You can sign up now. It is 4 weeks. We are meeting on Wednesdays of each of these 4 weeks. So one day a week, we're focusing on one system, and I'm giving you time and opportunity to make the changes to your business. Because I know that some of you may not have the time or may not know how to organize those shifts and changes in systems, but you know you need them. So I want to make sure that I'm being intentional. I'm excited about the Systems Summer School because I love teaching systems. Like when I first became a coach, I thought, okay, this is what I do. I teach systems. I know how to get you straight to the point, what system you need in order to do the thing you need to do to make the money that you need to make. And so I enjoy saving people money, but I also enjoy helping people create strategies that's going to grow their business framework to be able to generate more revenue. So let's get started. We are inside live of the Pinterest room on Clubhouse. We're also live on YouTube, and we've got Rhonda and Marina in the listening lounge. If you want to come on stage, Rhonda, Marina, definitely come up. Make sure that you introduce yourself. Tell us what your business is, and tell us if you have a question about Pinterest or if you have a golden nugget about your Pinterest usage, your successes. We always want to highlight all of the successes that our members are having inside of the Pinterest room. So today we are talking about ways to advertise on Pinterest. And the reason why we're talking about that is because when it comes to advertising on Pinterest, everyone automatically goes to ads. That's the biggest thing, especially when you are new business, because there's this idea, there's this fallacy in the world that makes people think that if they throw money into an ad, that the people will come. Not knowing that if the people don't come organically to your business, the ad will not attract. The ad will not grow. There's got to be some strategy behind the ad. And so I want to talk about ways that you can advertise on Pinterest for free 99 in a way that's going to help your Pinterest account to gain the traction, the clicks, the views that it needs, so that when and if you're ready to have an ad on Pinterest, you're able to do that and have a successful run of your ad. A lot of times people are disappointed with Pinterest ads because they feel like I put my money in my Pinterest ad and it doesn't work the same as it does on an Instagram or a Facebook, right? And it doesn't. A Pinterest ad takes a good amount of commitment. So to do an ad for 3 days on Pinterest does not work. To do an ad for 5 days on Pinterest does not work, because it has to grow roots. It has to get traction. It has to attract, and then it has to attract more. The attraction multiplies with the lookalike audiences. So if you don't already have that foundation in your Pinterest account, if you don't already have the attraction piece to your Pinterest account, if people are just finding you, just stepping on you, tripping over you, but they're not like being pulled to you, then your Pinterest ads won't work. So I always tell my clients, hey, Johnny's, welcome inside the Pinterest room. Let us know if you want to come up, hit the hand raising, and I'll bring you up to the stage so that you can tell us about your business and also share some aha moments or a question that you have about Pinterest. So I want to make sure that I'm being very clear when it comes to Pinterest ads, that they only work when you have certain formulas already in place for your business accounts on Pinterest. So I wrote down a couple of things. If my eyes are shifting, it's because I'm multi-purposing. I'm on different platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Clubhouse, we're doing a lot of different things. And I want to make sure that I am sharing how you can advertise on Pinterest in a way that's going to generate the most revenue, period. And I'm going to start with the free 99 ways. So as you start to work inside of your business Pinterest account, and let me preface this, business Pinterest accounts. You must have a business Pinterest account. If you are using your personal accounts for your business, we can't even move. There's no movement at all. So you must shift and you must pivot into a business Pinterest account. Now you can do that in a couple of different ways. And if you go to business.pinterest.com, you'll be able to find those ways very quickly. Also, you can convert your personal to a business, or you can just simply create a whole new business account. I actually have done that. So it's super, super easy to be able to do both of those. Also, I want to make sure that when you are setting up your business Pinterest account, that it is set up the perfect way so that all you have to do is create and generate content. What happens or slows down the engagement on Pinterest is that a lot of business Pinterest accounts are not set up correctly. So I actually have a Pinterest Your Brand bootcamp that is it's evergreen. You can jump into it at any time, and when you jump into that boot camp, you're also going to have access to my private community, and you have lifetime access to it. Go to the link that's above my head inside the Pinterest room, or if you are watching this live on YouTube, click the link that is underneath me or in the description to be able to really see how you can build that business Pinterest correctly. Because if you've got the framework right, it's just like a house. If you do not build that house correctly, you're going to have some issues later. You need a great foundation. You need a solid frame. You need great materials to be able to have the most perfect house possible that you dreamed of building. Your Pinterest account is no different. So I want to make sure I set you up for success. So if you have not set up your business Pinterest, or if you did it on your own and you feel like there are some gaps, you are missing some things, definitely click the link above my head. That's my website. You'll be able to get information not only on the System Summer School that starts next week, but you'll also get information on the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp, which is always open, and you always have lifetime access to our private community to ask questions and to also understand how to cultivate that business Pinterest. So let's get into the ways that you can advertise on Pinterest, right? You're going to do this through links. And Pinterest was the first of its kind to have links accessible to you. When I first started working with Pinterest about 4 or 5 years ago, it was because I had an Etsy store. And the Etsy actually really promoted us and pushed us to learn Pinterest. They had a whole little course on how you can use Pinterest to grow visibility and to send people to your Etsy store to be able to get more clicks, more links, and to be able to sell more from the platform of Pinterest. It definitely works. I will tell you that even though I do not work my Etsy store as hard as I used to, I still have it open. I've moved my shop to a different location with its own dedicated URL, but I still get hits on my Etsy store. I still get sales on my Etsy store, and I do not advertise my Etsy store. It's because of the roots that I have placed inside of Pinterest 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, even at the beginning of the pandemic, that has allowed people, when they go in and they search for different things and my products and my services deliver, Etsy pops up because Pinterest allows those pins to pop up. So definitely believe in the power of Pinterest. It is an evergreen platform, and it is a platform where you can grow continuously every single day without effort if you set your business Pinterest up correctly the first time and you learn SEO strategy. That is one reason why I'm adding a week of focusing on SEO inside of the System Summer Camp that starts next week. If you don't know SEO, no one's going to find you. And that's just how it is. You can have the prettiest website, you can have the most banging graphics, you can have the most compelling captions and descriptions. If nobody can find you, it's nothing. SEO is the thing that's going to change and pivot and push your business into a whole nother stratosphere, which is why we talk about SEO in everything that I teach. It is important, and it is a muscle that you have to massage and you have to grow and you have to strengthen and you have to work all the time. So links are the way that you're going to really advertise your products and your services on the platform of Pinterest. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do that, right? You can use these links inside of the captions. So your captions now, this is new. Like this is so new. I haven't even done a thing inside of my private community yet. But Pinterest has circled back around to using hashtags. They had stopped doing hashtags. Hashtags wasn't really that important about a year ago, even 2 years ago, like 6 months ago. Hashtags was not a thing. Well, baby, let me take a sip on that. Baby, hashtags have come back around. And this is the thing. If you're inside of our community, you know that JJ comes in all the time and she's always talking about different ways that we can grow our Pinterest. And she has always said hashtags will always be relevant. We should always use them. I've always used hashtags because the content that I'm building today, those hashtags may pull that content up in front of more audiences tomorrow, next year, in another decade. So I'm always using hashtags. I feel like hashtags are super relevant because Pinterest is an SEO platform. So in my mind, hashtags and SEO just go together. So I'm not going to not use hashtags. Now, we know, or you may not know, Instagram now has shifted to a video platform. They really only want to push video content. They've said out their mouths inside of their best practices that they are focused on video content, and they are going to push video content in front of more ideal clients and more lookalike audiences that like your existing video content. They also have gone from the 20 and 30 hashtags that used to be a whole thing about a year and a half ago, right? To 3. They're like, hey, just give us our like good 3. What's a good 3 hashtags, right? Pinterest is no different. So Pinterest is an SEO platform. And if you're using hashtags correctly inside of the caption, inside of your description, and then also using those hashtags at the end of your description, then you're going to be seen by the absolute best, most ideal clients that you could possibly find. So inside of the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp, there's an exercise that I do. And inside of your workbook, I show you how to find a minimum of 50 hashtags, 50 keywords, long tail and short tail keywords that work for your business. The reason being is a lot of you are only recycling the same 5 to 7 keywords over and over and over again. So you are narrowing the amount of eyes and the audience that gets a chance to see your content. So it's important for us to have a whole list, a whole plethora of different ways to describe what we do, how we affect change, what benefits our products and services deliver, so that we show up in front of different audiences based off of the purpose of the content that we are creating. Just because your business is one thing doesn't mean that your content needs to be one thing. So your captions are going to be an incredible way to be able to do that, right? Rhonda says, I am guilty of recycling hashtags. Rhonda, it's okay, baby. Like at the end of the day, when you are running your business and you are navigating through all the things that it takes to run your business, sometimes you just don't have the bandwidth to think of new hashtags, new keywords, long tailing and short tail. So you go to the thing that feels comfortable, the thing that you've been using, right? Because that's who you are. But really, what is that content really saying? Who is it geared towards? Who should it be attracting, right? What are the pain points that clients are searching for that this piece of content that you're creating would mean something to, what would help transition and pivot and really take away some of the issues and solve some problems for them? So that requires some thought, which is why we do that right off the bat inside of the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp. So just go to the website if you're interested in that. It's an evergreen platform. The workshops are already in there, so you can bang it through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And also you'll be inside of our private community so that you can ask questions along the way and be a part of some of our member only workshops as well. So that's why I help you with saying, hey, your task is to generate 50 hashtags. Now that's a struggle, but I show you how to do it. Okay, I'll hold your hand. So you want to make sure you're using these inside of your caption. You also want to make sure that you are using these inside of your idea pins. So if you're new to Pinterest, idea pins are going to be those short little videos, those TikTok like videos, those Instagram reel videos, those Facebook story videos, those YouTube short videos. Every platform has their own name for what it is. But those little short 20, 30, 60-second little videos, we call them idea pins over here in Pinterest. Now you can place your links inside of your idea pins. This is something that wasn't the case before. So the platform is always changing. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that you understand it and also to remind you in case you forgot or you didn't hear it the first time around. Now, your descriptions inside of your video is super key. Why is that? Because if you are a YouTuber, inside of the description of your video should be very clear, concise information that sends people where you want them to go with very clear call to actions. You also can create pins on Pinterest that point people to the video. Now, I would suggest these videos are educational and informative because people love video. So don't have them looking at video that doesn't give them a solution, a really quick solution that lets them know that you're the expert or that your product is the bomb.com. So links inside of those descriptions when you send them off the platform. Now, all of these things are going to be things I'm listing that are other than just placing a link to your website. And a lot of people are guilty when they come on Pinterest. Every single pin has a link that drives them to the website, right? And then they get to the website and there's all of this product, there's all of these services, and they don't know where to click first, and they get lost in the sauce. And then that click did not lead to a conversion because there was not a clear call to action. You did not give them specific information. So that's why I'm giving you other ways that you can advertise what you do on Pinterest with other types of products that you can showcase on your business Pinterest account. So the video descriptions, I have a YouTube channel. I love YouTube. In fact, this room is actually going to be on my YouTube channel. So I repurpose a lot of my content because some people are not on Clubhouse. Some people are only on YouTube. Some people are only on Facebook. Some people are only on LinkedIn. So it's easier for me to send them a link to my YouTube channel where I'm educating people in real time through video because video does convert 300 times faster than a simple image. So anything that is moving across the screen constitutes as a video. Even if it's just a GIF that is moving, that an animation that is moving, that constitutes as a video. And so inside of your description of your videos, whether it's a Facebook video, whether it's a Facebook Live, whether it's an Instagram Live, whether it's a YouTube video, there should be more information in the body of the description that give clear call to actions with a link. With a link. So now you are taking people across platforms and you're giving them the option to pick the platforms that gravitate to them. If they're an Instagrammer, they're going to click on Instagram. If they're a YouTuber, they're going to click on YouTube. So you want to give options for people inside of your Pinterest business account. That's something that I notice a lot of clients do not do. They do not give enough types of options in the types of content that they're creating. All of their content looks the same, and all of their content drives people to the exact same source, which is probably more than likely your website. And that can become very spammy over time. If every click drives me to your website, I'm going to click off. But if you're giving me maybe a video that educates me, if you're driving me to an idea pin where I can increase my views for the idea pin, which means I'm going to get more views and more engagement because the platform's going to move it across the platform more, then that's more of a strategy that works for you. Another thing is you can create articles. Now, I'm not a writer, I'm a video girl. Okay. So if you're not a writer, I definitely understand, which is why I have a list of other options for you. But there are some people that love to write. They love to write articles. You can now convert your emails, if you're on the right platform, into articles. You can do that if you are on certain platforms. We're going to talk about these systems inside of the system summer school that starts next week. But how amazing is it to write these phenomenal, really interesting, thought-provoking emails to your tribe, right? And to be able to repurpose that same email as an article out into the world. So if you have a platform that does that, definitely do that and use that. All you need is the link, the URL that the platform gives you for that email that you're now converting to being viewable outside of your email list. It places it into the world, and it shows it to the right people who are in need of the information in that email that has now become an article. If you're using SEO correctly, I always go back to the SEO, right? So I want to make sure that we really focus on SEO inside of the system summer school that starts next week, because listen, the SEO is how people find you. And I want to make sure that the content and the work that you're doing actually gets found, and not just for the day. How amazing would it be to work on something and next month people are still clicking on it? You're still driving traffic to it, right? How amazing is it next year people are still clicking on it? That's the type of content that I help people create. So I want to make sure that you're clear. So let me take a sip and let me reset. We've got some more people that have entered the listening lounge. I'm your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and I am the creator of the Pinterest Room. The Pinterest Room is one of the largest Pinterest clubs inside of the Clubhouse streets. And I'm so excited to be able to say that I was the largest club at one time. We have over 67 members, filled with entrepreneurs from every type of business you could ever think of, that are really dedicated to learning, how do I grow my platform in a way that gets me in front of people who are dedicated and interested in learning how to eliminate a problem that my products and services can deliver, to answer a question that my products and services can deliver. How do I get my products in front of the right people? That's what Pinterest does for you, and that is what I teach for you. So I want to make sure that I am being intentional. If you're inside of the Pinterest Club, this is a club. We're on replays. So if you're hashtag replay, listening to this on replay, I want you to say hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Please ask any questions that pop off. And if you're watching this live on YouTube, we do have a comment section. So please, please, please type in hashtag replay so I know. And also answer me this question. This is for everybody in real time or on replay time. How many of you are on Pinterest right now with your business? Type it in the comments. Lorena, Jennifer, Janice, Marina, and Rhonda. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Click the comment section and let me know if you're currently on Pinterest right now, or if you're just trying to figure out how to start on Pinterest. Because that way, when I circle back around, I can slide into your inbox and I can help you out a little bit if you need help on converting. your personal business to a business, for example. Or maybe I did a video on something that you need a question for, and I can just slide that link to you and you can just watch it on YouTube. So I want to make sure that this is intentional and that I'm helping out. Also, we are talking about free 99 ways that you can advertise on Pinterest other than ads. So if you are wanting to know why not ads, I want you to go back to the first part of this room, and I want you to watch the first 5 minutes of this video where I talked about why ads are important, but what you need to have in order for an ad to be successful. I do not want you to waste your money on things that are not going to serve you. So let's see. Rhonda is on Pinterest. Lorena says, no, I need to. Okay, girlfriend, not a problem. I got you. You in the right place. Make sure that you are clicking the Pinterest room, which is that greenhouse above my head, and that you are a member of the Pinterest room, because we do member only Q&As on Wednesday. It's called our happy hour Q&A. So I want you to bring your drink, whether it's cranberry juice or whether it's a vodka tonic, honey, and bring your questions into the Pinterest room happy hour Q&A on Wednesdays, because we're going to help you get on Pinterest, Lorena. Don't worry about it. Johnny said, yes, she is. And I got you, Lorena. I got you. Lorena says she is on Pinterest. And Marina says she's on Pinterest. Yes, got it. All right. So listen, I went over a couple of ways that you can definitely really advertise on Pinterest. I'll do a recap really quickly. It is, other than sending people to your website. Let me say this again. Do not send people to your website on every single pin that you have on Pinterest. Don't do it. It's so super spammy. If every click leads them to the same thing, what's going to happen? The user's going to get bored. The user's going to be like, wow, that was an amazing pin, but when I click on it, it just took me back to the site. Now that I'm on the site, what am I supposed to do? So you really want to create content that is very linear in driving traffic to one place with one call to action. So the captions inside of your Pinterest pins are going to be super relevant, because those captions are going to catalog themselves on the World Wide Web in terms of the search engines. So Google's going to extract it and it's going to match it with the user's search. So if the captions are identical or closely related to the user's search, they will see your content. Idea pins now allow you to have links inside of them. Your idea pins are going to be Pinterest's answer to TikToks. So those little short videos, if you're into making them, definitely place those onto your Pinterest in the form of idea pins. If you're on TikTok, convert those into your Pinterest account, and you can definitely just share those directly too. If you make reels on Instagram, if you're making stories on Facebook, if you're making shorts on YouTube, those are all convertible and should be on all platforms. All right. So don't miss Pinterest with those, because idea pins are being pushed in front of more audiences than regular pins. They're a big deal because Pinterest has been investing a lot of energy and time into really understanding how can we have idea pins that are going to benefit us as a platform, but also benefit the users that are using idea pins for us. And I was actually on the beta committee when idea pins first came to pass about 2 years ago. They had selected a number of people to come in and test out idea pins to show what worked, what we wanted, what didn't work. And I was part of that beta team for them. So Pinterest is very dedicated to making sure that they help you. Another way that you can advertise on Pinterest is through your video descriptions. So this is called your longer video, right? If you do lives on Instagram, if you do lives on Facebook, if you have a YouTube channel, this is where your descriptions should have more content and they have clickable links. So you want to advertise these pieces of content with the benefits that they deliver and the problems that they solve. And you also want to make sure that you have links with a clear call to action inside the body and drive people to the description to click on the specific links. Articles is where we left off. So you can convert email content into articles. On the platform that I use, I simply have to check a box and it will automatically open that email to the public. It will catalog it on Google for me and it will show it in front of the right people as long as my SEO is bomb. So this is why I teach SEO inside of the system summer camp, because you need to get found. And Google will not pull your content from any platform. I don't care how hot the platform is. I don't care how many hashtags you use if you're not using SEO to its optimal capacity. So that's where we left off. Now, Facebook, which is a totally different platform, but we can still cross promote. We can still repurpose content off of different platforms onto our Pinterest. Create a pin with your Facebook post, right? Whether it was an actual post or whether it was video content, with a link that drives them to your Facebook community. Now, is it a group? Do you have a free group? Do you have a video that you did live on the platform? Instead of redoing that over and over, use the existing platform, because people want to go to different places. They want to find out about different places and different locations that they can get information. We are information driven and we are educationally hungry. It is super important for us to make sure that we are driving people to the place where they can get the most education and information to solve the issues that they are searching for. Smart links. So this is going to be if you're on Facebook. I use mine on Facebook, but let's say Instagram. Remember, you only got that one link in the bio. And so now people have Linktree. I actually use a solo link. And then Tailwinds, which is a Pinterest platform that you can automate to, that is dedicated to Pinterest, has a smart link bio tree. And I love it. I love it because when I actually place different posts on the platform, I can actually link it to highlight inside of the bio link on Tailwinds. So whether you're using the one on Tailwinds or you're using Linktree or you're using a number of others, because there's a number of other smart bio links out there, make sure that your smart bio links are relevant to what you are talking about in your business today. And if you give them the smart bio link to click on, give them a clear call to action to be able to click on the specific link in your bio, in your smart bio tree link. That's important, because when you go to my smart bio tree link, let's say my link tree, I've got everything there. I've got my affiliate links for my personal business coaching products. I also have an affiliate link for my Paula's Web. I have an affiliate link for some of the products that I'm an affiliate for. I also have a link to my YouTube channel because I'm growing my YouTube. So don't be afraid to send people there because you've got a plethora of links. Just give them a clear call to action and say, hey, click on my smart bio link and make sure you click on the YouTube link to join, follow, and subscribe my channel on YouTube. Too easy. Too easy. So we're using things that we already have. Lorena, my link is actually above my head, EbonyBizDiva.com. And when you click on that link, you're actually going to get access to the Systems Summer School that starts next week, and also the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp, which is evergreen. You can join that at any time. But right now, you have lifetime access to join my private community, and you have lifetime access to that private community once you join the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp. So all of that is and my website. Just click Ebony Biz Diva above my head, and you'll have all of that information, Queen. All right. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I've kind of touched on it a little bit, but because I'm on the platform really hard, I want to make sure that I'm being transparent with you. Is TikTok, tick tock, ticky tock ticky tock. Let me tell you about that good old TikTok. Okay, the engagement on TikTok is fire. The love and support on TikTok is fire. It's unlike any other platform ever. And I mean ever. And they've got so many ways that you can highlight your businesses on TikTok. Not only are you able to create short form videos, 15-second, 20-second, 30-second, a minute, right? I think they go up to 3 minutes now. Maybe 10. I think the newest is 10. But you can also do duets, right? You can also do stitches, which is where I take the first part of your video, and then I come in and I talk about my piece that I add to it, and I can give you a call to action with the link that's inside of the description, or I can give you a call to action by typing it onto the caption onto the thing. Let me tell you why I want to really emphasize TikTok, because even though it's a separate platform, there's no reason in the world why you cannot repurpose your TikToks on Pinterest. There is no reason. Listen, it is the summer. We are not here to work harder. We are definitely here to work smarter. We are creating content on multiple platforms. Do not feel overwhelmed that you've got to create different platform on different platforms. You've got to be able to use that same content across multiple platforms. There's a strategy to doing it, and there's a finesse to how you do it. But I definitely want you to understand that people don't care about liking your content on TikTok. They're going to like it. People are not stingy with commenting on TikTok. They're going to comment. Okay. People are not selfish at all about sharing your content on TikTok. They're going to share it. People are not selfish about following you on the platform. They're going to follow you. When I tell you the platform is lit, the platform is litty lit, okay? And that is why we're here, to get the most maximum exposure. So converting your TikToks into idea pins and also dedicated pins inside of your boards is going to be fire. It's going to be fire. So I wanted to really give you other ways that you can advertise what you have going on, and give you some ways that you can create content in a different way, repurpose content in a different way that saves you time. I wanted to make sure that I did that for you. I am so done. I'm going to give the listening lounge and inside of the Pinterest room about 10 seconds to raise their hand if they want to come up on stage, if they want to share any aha moments that they have from the room, and always share who you are, what your businesses are, because whenever you're in a room and you get a chance to be on stage, you should definitely take advantage of that, because this is on replay. People will definitely be watching it inside of the replay. And we have over 6,700 people. So why would you not want to showcase who you are? Don't be afraid to raise your hand in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We are done with the ways to advertise your businesses on Pinterest. I hope this was helpful for you. If you're in the listening lounge now, please go to the chat. Let me know if you got any aha moments. Let me know if this was informative for you, if this like lit a fire underneath you, if it made you think differently about how you're advertising other than creating an ad and throwing money out the window. Let me know how you felt about that in the comments for me. And for those of you that are on YouTube, the exact same. Click the comments. Let me know if this was helpful for you and if you want like content. Now, Just a reminder, on Wednesday, inside of the Pinterest room, we will have a closed room for members only. So make sure that you are clicking the green house and joining the Pinterest room. It is a live Q&A where you get to come up on stage and ask any questions that you have about Pinterest. Let us know where your struggles are so we can walk you through that and we can help move you a little bit closer to growing your visibility. The thing about Pinterest is you've got to do it. And sometimes when you do it, sometimes you hit some roadblocks and you stumble a little bit. That's why we have the live Q&As for members only. It is a happy hour Q&A, so make sure you bring your drink of choice, okay? I will always have a drink of choice, and it's usually around 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, that's it, and that's all I got for you. I do want to make sure that I am reminding each and every one of you about signing up for the Systems Summer School. If you go to the website, www.ebonybizdiva.com, the link is in the description of the YouTube script, and it's also above my head inside of the Pinterest Room Listen Lounge. Click it. You'll be able to get that information. Sign up. We're going to talk about SEO. We're going to talk about automation. We're going to talk about cross-selling and upselling. We're going to talk about lead generation. If you know that you have signed up for a system that isn't as robust and does not convert and generate more revenue, this is the System Summer School edition that you need to be in, because I am going through all of the different ways that you can upgrade your existing systems and how you can shift from the system you're on into the new system effortlessly. Because I know that once we get into our systems, it's difficult to even think about converting and switching, right? So I want to make sure that I'm being intentional. So definitely make sure that you are doing that. We are live inside of the Pinterest room. Thank you so much for joining us today. And let me tell you this, make sure that you are clicking the greenhouse above my head, and also make sure that you are following, liking, and subscribing to the YouTube channel to make sure that you get notifications on when we have another live workshop. All right, it's your girl Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. Have an amazing day. Peace.